Okay guys, just finished cleaning everything up. Remember, it took me, after taking the hub and everything out, it took me 10 minutes to remove this. That's removing the top and the upper and the lower ball joints. And what I'm going to do now is put it all back together. It shouldn't take me more than another 10 or 15 minutes. So, you know, in total time, it should really, when you look at it, to do the ball joints, to dismantle them, put the new ones in, and put it all back together, it should not take, I reckon, any more than half an hour. That's as long as you've taken the hub and everything out. You put another half an hour on it for the hub. But here we go. It's all you do, and as you can see, you probably can't see, I've got the upper ball joint and the lower ball joint. If I can turn it around a little bit more. There you go. You can see lower and upper joints are in. So all I've got to do now is get the shaft back in. Just like so. There we go. Have it all lined up. Line up the ball joint. Slide the bottom one in. Like so. There we go. The bottom one's almost in its place. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually put the bottom nuts on the, if I can get it in a little bit further, I'll put the bottom nuts on the lower ball joint, and then that lower ball joint is going to hold the whole arm into place, so I won't have to be holding it up or anything like that. So let's grab one of the nuts. That one's lined up. That one's lined up. There we go. Just grab one of my nuts and my washers. And check the nuts are going to go back on properly. There you go, Bob's your uncle. It's holding everything's into place now. What I can actually do is go ahead and put the other ones on as well, just to make sure it's going to hold everything in place, and then we can bolt the upper joint in as well. Just roll that over. What you've really got to be careful of here is the boot on the CV joint. You pinch it, you got to replace it. And by when I say pinching it, putting a hole in it, you've got to replace it. Running it with a pinch in the boot is like running it with no grease. It'll just throw the grease out everywhere, and it will eventually just screw up the whole CV joint for you. There we go. Bottom one is in place. What I've got to do now is get the shaft in its right position. That's what I do. Let's just push it over there a little bit. The top one starts to come back a little bit. The top one's going to be a little bit harder, but we'll get there. Okay, the problem here, the shaft's not straight in its housing right now. It's stopping this from going in properly. There we go. So what I'm going to have to do is just loosen this nut off a little bit. I'm not too worried about it. Take this nut off. Lift the ball joint up into place like so. so I can get one nut like that, one bolt, sorry, one bolt, one washer, and one nut to hold it in place. I'm happy. There we go. Perfect. What we can do is go ahead, put the other ones in.